Okay, we're live! Yay! Better late than never. That music is very loud. Let me just turn that down. There we go. Okay. Just let me get the link. There we go. Okay, hello everybody, hi, welcome back. Very exciting stream today, welcome back to Minecraft Monday. Let me just make sure I've got everything where it needs to be. I think we're good. So welcome back to Minecraft Monday. It's a very special Minecraft Monday today because it's Jingle Jam and I'm raising money. This is the first time I've ever done a fundraiser like this before. If you're not familiar with Jingle Jam, it's a big charity event that happens every December. It was originally set up by the Yogscast about 10 years ago. I've always been a big fan of the Yogscast. I've always loved the Yogscast community, and I've always enjoyed their Jingle Jam charity fundraisers. So this year, I've decided to take part. I've decided to set up a fundraiser of my own. If you would like to donate, there is a link in my bio on TikTok, or if you're on YouTube or Twitch, it's in the chat right now. I'm trying to raise £500 for Jingle Jam this year, and we have eight amazing charities that we're going to be raising money for. There's Autistica, the Trevor Project, Campaign Against Living Miserably, War Child, Become, the World Wildlife Fund, Wallace and Gromit: The Grand Appeal, and there's one more. I've probably forgotten one. There's 8 amazing charities that you can donate to if you feel like doing that. Now, unfortunately, I can't show the fundraiser total on TikTok because of the way TikTok won't allow me to put an overlay on for that. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, it will have the fundraiser on screen and it'll tell you how much we've raised and everything like that. Again, if you're watching on TikTok, it won't say the total, but I'll keep you updated. But yeah, once again, if you would like to donate some money to charity this year, please do consider checking out my fundraiser. I'm aiming to raise £500. I'm going to be streaming every day this week, and will we raise 500? I don't know. We'll do our best. We might not even raise 100, but it would be great if we could. So with that being said, first stream of the week, we're going to be playing Minecraft. So let me just let me turn the music off first of all, and let's transition over to the game screen. There we go. All good? We can all see the game? Should be able to. Make sure I've got all my chats visible. Okay, there we go. So we're back. We're back in Create at Astra. Hi everyone, by the way. Sorry, I was rambling a little bit there about the fundraiser. But hello, we are back. We're doing more Minecraft Monday. We're back in Create at Astra. We've got a lot to do today. I'm very excited because there is a lot for us to be getting on with. I've made a checklist. And we'd better get started with it because we're already late today. It took me a while to get all the fundraiser stuff set up. But we're here now. Here's what we have to do in today's stream. I want to do some odds and ends and fixing bits and pieces of the factory that are in desperate need of fixing. So, for example, the bulk fermenters. This is a problem we've had for a very long time, and I'm finally going to fix it today. Some of this other stuff as well is stuff that's, you know, been on the... It's not literally been on the to-do list because we didn't have a to-do list, but figuratively it's been on the to-do list for a long time, and now it is on the actual to-do list. But very first thing we need to do, the fermenters here. we have been having no end of trouble with these fermenters. As you know, there's a problem where they get clogged up with potatoes, and we also need bone meal to be coming through for them to be fermented. So at the minute, they're not working properly, and it's costing us a lot of biodiesel. We keep losing, like, our biodiesel production is suffering because of it. So very first thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take out these chutes. I think it's the chutes that are causing the problem. I'm going to take out the chutes and replace it with a couple more hoppers. Because as you can see here, the problem is the chutes can only hold one item at a time, which means if a potato goes into the chute, the bone meal then can't get through. And then we're not fermenting. So yeah, let's make a couple of hoppers to start with. Hopper, a chest and iron. Okay, we'll need to go and get some iron from upstairs. And once again, everyone, hello if you're just joining. I just want to remind you today that we are raising money for charity this week. I am taking part in the Jingle Jam. And again, if you're not familiar, it's an annual charity event to raise money for some incredible causes. I'm aiming to raise £500, and if you are interested in helping to contribute to that, please do check out the link in my bio. If you're thinking of sending me a gift today, please don't. Donate it to charity instead. That's what I'll say. Because, I mean, I've been speaking recently about my gripes with TikTok, and one of them is the whole gift giving process. So yeah, if you've got money and you were thinking of sending me a gift on stream, why not donate to my charity fundraiser instead? It would be very, very much appreciated. And considering that one of the charities I'm making money for today is the Trevor Project, there is going to be absolutely zero tolerance on transphobia in the chat today. Just want to point that out. Is this PC Minecraft? It is, Clips. Yes, this is PC. Love the lipstick. Thank you, SkyX. More hoppers. Wait, where was I going to put the hoppers? Let me head up first. Let me go up and see. Yes, Saul. Hello, P. How you doing? Welcome. Oh, I need to be behind here. I'll tell you what I do need to do. I need to build a walkway along this back wall so that we can get along here. Let's use some zinc. Oh, actually, no, we'll do iron. Iron catwalk. Love the festive vibes. Thanks, Sky. Love the makeup. Thank you, Slaughter. What mods? We got about 130 mods in the pack right now. The main ones are Create and Add Astra, but there's loads of other stuff. There's Terralith, there's Incendium, there's Nullscape, backpacks. We've got Farmer's Delight. Loads and loads of stuff. If you want to download the mod pack, it is available in my Discord server. There's a link in my bio for that. It might be a good idea, actually, if we did these catwalks all the way around this top layer, because there's so many places where I need to get behind the machines, and I can't because of where the girders are placed. So yeah, I think we'll just quickly go around and add these wherever we can. How are you today? I'm very good, South Devon Contracting. Thank you very much. How are you doing? I'm very excited to be doing my first fundraiser. No donations yet, so please, 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 if you can, do donate. It's all for a good cause. It's not for me, it's for charity. There's a link in my bio. You can donate as much or as little as you want, or as much or as little as you can, whether it's a penny. Well, I don't know if you can go as small as a penny. Whether it's £1 or £100, anything that you can give would be so greatly appreciated. Again, it's going towards 8 different charities. There's some amazing, really worthwhile causes in there. I'm good, thanks. Are you feeling the Christmas spirit? I am. I'm feeling very Christmassy. I'm very much in the Christmassy mood. There's not long to go now. Less than 3 weeks. Is it less than 3 weeks? Yeah. Two and a half weeks-ish. Oh, I still can't get under here. This is... Ow. This is one obstacle that we can't really get around. So I think we'll just leave it. We can get around here. Oh no, yeah. See, we can't get under there. So I think this is a hard limit. We can't get to the other side from this side. Anyway, catwalks, that's not what we're here for. They are useful, but what we really need to do is replace these chutes. 1, 2, 3. We're going to replace these with hoppers. And please tell me I've not just gotten myself stuck. No, we can get out of here. Crazy to think it's only that much longer. Yeah, it soon comes around, doesn't it? It really does. I think what I'm going to do is get rid of the top chute as well. And I'll make the fermenters slightly taller. Fermenter. Once again, zero tolerance on transphobia in the chat today, because one of the charities I'm raising money for is the Trevor Project. What's War Child? War Child, they raise money for kids in war zones, so kids in Ukraine, Gaza, places like that. Obviously, children are some of the most deeply affected people in crisis situations like that, and War Child, they put money towards, keeping those kids, allowing those kids just to be kids, even though they're in a very difficult situation. And yeah, amazing charity, as they all are. What's the mod? It looks pretty cool. This is... Well, all the machinery is from a mod called Create. Okay, backpack. Sorry, I was getting a little bit sidetracked there. If you have any questions about any of the charities, by the way, there's information about all of them on the Tiltify page. P donated £10. Thank you, P. You are the first donator of my Jingle Jam fundraiser. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's incredible. Thank you. That £10 will be going towards 8 incredible charities. And once again, as I was saying, if you want to know more about the individual charities and what they do, you can find any information that you may wish to know on my Tiltify page. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, there's a link in the chat. If you're watching on TikTok, there's a link in my bio. And you can read up on all the charities before you decide if you want to donate. Although, again, frankly, I think you should, because they're all very, very good causes. I also should mention that if you donate £35 or more, you don't have to, you could donate as much as you want, but if you do donate £35 or more, you'll get access to the Jingle Jam collection, which is 15 Steam games. They've got a combined value of like well over £100, so it's a worthwhile bundle. I bought it last week from the official Yogscast Jingle Jam fundraiser. But yeah, that's, again, completely optional. How much you donate is entirely up to you. Defo stealing it and putting it in a brown envelope, says Lewis. Well, first of all, I will not see a penny of this money. Tiltify is a very well-established and, officially endorsed charity fundraising site. When you send money to Tiltify, it doesn't go through my account at all. You're not giving any money to me. It goes directly to the fundraising organisation. Okay, and then here, and I think we are actually going to need 3 more hoppers on top there to plug into these ones. Oh, we need more wood. What FPS are you getting? Good question. We're actually getting 50. Well over 50 today, Sean. I've got a new mod. If you've been watching for a while, you'll know that that my Minecraft streams, I notoriously have very low frame rate. But I found a mod that claims to increase frame rate when using the Create mod, and it seems to be working. We are getting much better frame rate than I've been getting in previous streams, especially in the factory, which is normally where it's worst. It's normally the worst in the factory because that's where all of the moving parts are from the Create mod. But yeah, so far today, it does seem to be running a lot smoother. Ketsatnatched posted a vomit emoji. Nice to know that charity makes you feel sick. Ketsatnjast. What's the mod pack called? This is my own custom mod pack called Create Add Astra. You can download it on my Discord server in the Minecraft channel if you're interested. I had that issue when streaming a Minecraft war pack with machines and weapons. Yeah, it's Minecraft, you know, is known for not being the best optimized game in the world, but there are some mods out there that can help. And like I say, the mod that I'm using, I think it's just called like Create FPS Fixer or something, and it really does improve the frame rate if you're playing with the Create mod, which I do appreciate. Are you using CurseForge? Yes, I am using CurseForge for all of my mods. Okay, sorry about that. Did you give it more RAM? Yep, we're using 8 gigabytes. I do have 32 gigs on my computer, but everywhere that I've looked, everyone says that there's no point in dedicating more than 8 gigabytes to Minecraft because it doesn't really make any difference. So I could give more, but apparently it won't do anything. So I'm just on 8 gigabytes. If you're using Fabric, get sodium. I've got sodium. Archie says, I already bought the bundle. If I knew you were fundraising, I would have supported your campaign. Oh, I'm sorry, Archie. To be fair, I didn't know that I was going to be fundraising until today. I've been really enjoying... Oh, P donated 35! Thank you again, P! £35. So that means you get the collection. There's some incredible games in there. I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, as I was saying... I wasn't expecting to do this year. I've been watching the Yogscast's Jingle Jam because I watch the Yogscast every year for Jingle Jam, and I just thought, you know, I could do that. I've got a fairly big audience on TikTok and YouTube. I could take part in this. I could do some fundraising of my own. So literally this morning, I decided, you know what, I'm going to sign up and I'm going to see if I can raise a little bit for charity. So yeah, it was a very last minute thing, but if it goes well, I'll consider doing it again next year, and it could become a regular thing. Okay, you'll notice immediately that this is now working properly. These two still haven't kicked in yet. I think there needs to be a few more potatoes before they can. But the fermenter's actually working without me having to manually insert anything. I give mine at least half, says Sean. I mean, like I say, I tried that. I tried giving mine 16 gig, but I didn't really notice a difference, and people say that it doesn't make a difference, so I just stuck with 8. Archie says, such a great cause. I live in Bristol, so always happy to give to the Grand Appeal. Oh, honestly, Archie, the Grand Appeal, what a great cause. For those of you who don't know, the Grand Appeal is a charity run by Aardman, the creators of Wallace and Gromit, who are based in Bristol, and they are currently trying to build a patient hotel at Bristol Children's Hospital. They finally got planning permission. That is entirely through community donations. You know, the community has raised enough money for them to be able to build this building, which will allow parents of critically ill children to be able to stay permanently at the hospital. What an incredible cause, and the fact that they've managed to, you know, to be able to achieve that purely through your donations and the community's donations over the last 8 years, absolutely incredible. Afternoon, Charlie. Were you a fan of Bumblebee? What Bumblebee? A specific Bumblebee? I like bumblebees as creatures. Oh my god, look how quickly it's going up already. Just from fixing that one machine, the tank's now up to half capacity nearly. Okay, I think we can check that off our list. Bulk fermenters fixed. We shouldn't have any more problems with them. They should just work for, you know, from now on. Once again, just want to remind everyone, absolutely zero tolerance on trolls and all that shit in the comment section today. We're trying to raise money for charity. I think you've got to be a pretty shitty person to come onto a charity fundraising stream and start trolling. Got to be genuinely one of the most pathetic things you can do. So yeah, absolutely zero tolerance today for any of that shit. Once again, this is a charity fundraising stream. If you are watching on TikTok, there's a link in my bio that you can follow, and if you're watching on YouTube and Twitch, there's a link in the comment section. You can donate money to my charity fundraiser. I'm raising money for Jingle Jam. I'm trying to raise £500 for 8 incredible charities. The Yogscast themselves, by the way, they've already raised 2 mil. In the first week, £2 million raised. Absolutely incredible. I think they could get to 3.5 by the end of the full event, which is incredible. Anyway, next thing on the list. So, we've done the bulk fermenters. Precision mechanism machine. This is a very important one because almost every episode of this series so far, I've had to come in here and use this slow fucking inserter deployer to make a precision mechanism by hand. We're gonna speed up the process. We're gonna try and make a machine. It's not gonna fully automate the process, but it's gonna make it a lot faster for precision mechanisms to be made. 2 million already is insane. Well done on joining such a fab cause. It is incredible, P. It is absolutely incredible. And again, the thing is, like, Jingle Jam was... I'm just going to go away from this elephant because it's too loud. Jingle Jam was entirely invented by the Yogscast. Like, 1 year they just decided, let's do a charity live stream and raise some money for charity. And now 10 years later, they've collectively raised like 30-40 million pounds, I think. And this year there's over 500 people, 500 creators participating. So I'm very, very, very honoured that I can be a part of it, you know. Okay, we need to make some brass hands. 3 brass hands, specifically, which means we're going to need 12 brass sheets. Do we have the ingots for that? We do indeed. I don't want to kill this elephant, but it's very loud and it keeps... it really keeps startling me. Treasure box up for you. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you very much. Once again, we aren't trying to raise money for me today, though. We're trying to raise money for charity. So, actually, I'm going to put the link for my fundraiser in the chat. If you can pin that for me, Charlie, that would be very much appreciated. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, if you can pin that for me. Oh, wait, now I've lost the chat. There we go. There we go. Yes, so, Charlie, thank you very much. Charlie has pinned the link for my charity fundraiser in the chat. Once again, please do consider donating if you can. Doesn't matter how much, whether it's £1, £10, £100, whatever you can spare, it's for a very, very good cause. I myself donated 35 last week to the official Jingle Jam, Yogscast Jingle Jam stream. But yeah, honestly, if you can help in any way, it's all going towards very, very good causes. It hasn't come through. Okay, it's because TikTok Studio doesn't like people posting live links in the live chat. You can find it in my bio though. If you head to my bio, anyone watching, if you want to donate, there is a link in my bio. But yeah, TikTok really doesn't like people putting links in chat, which I get it. I get it. It's so that, you know, trolls don't post links to malware and shit like that. But the unfortunate side effect is that I can't post links to genuine sites. You know. Is this Tekkit? Says JM. It isn't JM. No. It is the Create mods that I'm mainly using for this. For charity though, come on. Oh yeah. Honestly, P. Like I say, it's. I mean, I think I've made it clear in the last few days how I feel about TikTok right now. I'm really not impressed. But it is what it is. Okay, we're going to need 3 rose quartz. And do we have sandpaper? We do. Anyone got a link to help this guy get the help he needs? Funny you should say that, because one of the charities I'm raising money for is the Trevor Project, which does seek to help queer people, particularly young queer people. So actually, if you follow my link and donate money to the Jingle Jam, you would be helping trans people like me to live a better life. Okay, there's the iron sheets. Then we combine these to get our electron tubes. And then we combine those with some andesite casings to make our deployers. Now, as well as these deployers, I also want a weighted ejector, which we've not used before. This is going to be our first time creating one of these. Depot, golden sheet, cogwheel. Right. We have everything except a depot, I think. You had potential, says McKen. What does that even mean? Like, literally, what do you mean? Okay, and I think that's everything we need. We also need some way to power it, but we'll sort that. Right, we'll put it here. It's going to be a very small machine. All we really need is... Why can't I put... What? Why? Weird. Yo, Logs, how are you doing today? Welcome. What's going on here? For some reason it didn't want me to place a shaft on that specific block. Weird. Anyway, then we put our 3 deployers, obviously facing downwards. Hello, Christian. How are you today? And a weighted ejector. Oh, hold on. I'm going to need shoot, shoot, and weighted ejector is going to aim into that shoot. There we go. Okay, this is a very simple machine. So the way precision mechanisms are made is you need to deploy a small cogwheel, a large cogwheel, and an iron nugget 5 times. So rather than picking it up and putting it back at the start and letting the machine run 5 times, this thing here is literally just going to fling it back to the beginning and do it for us. C hates charity, by the way. C, thanks for announcing to everyone that you hate charity. Once again, coming onto a charity live stream and trolling is possibly one of the single most pathetic things you could possibly do with your time. And one of the charities that I am raising money for is the Trevor Project, which is a charity for LGBTQ+ youth in the UK and the United States and other countries as well. So, once again, I just think, you know, what kind of person, like what kind of absolute creature sees someone raising money for charity and thinks, not on my watch. Like, what kind of person do you have to be to hate someone that much? Myrtle says, the Jingle Jam banner, I've seen it before used on a different channel. You have indeed, Myrtle. So Jingle Jam is a charity fundraising event, primarily run by the Yogscast. They started it. But this year, over 500 creators are taking part to raise money for 8 amazing charities. And I am taking part this year. If you have any money to spare, please do consider donating. There's a link in my bio where you can donate. I'm aiming to raise £500 this week, and I am going to be streaming every single day this week, Monday to Sunday, to try and make some of that, to try and make some money for charity. I thought it was the Yogscast banner. I've been following them for over 10 years. It is indeed, Myrtle. Well, it's not the Yogscast banner. It's just the Jingle Jam banner. Anyone who's participating in the Jingle Jam can use it. But yes, if you're a Yogscast fan, you'll have seen it on their channel, definitely. Okay, how am I going to get power over here? There is a gearbox up top there that we could connect to. Oh, we may need more catwalks here. Actually, no. I'm not going to put any more catwalks here because we are going to have a shaft running across here in a minute. Thanks for clarifying. Hope you get enough donations. Thank you very much, Myrtle. We've already had £45 from P. Thank you very much once again, P, for being our first donor. What am I making? Gearbox. But yeah, if you're watching, you can donate as much or as little as you like. If you donate more than £35, you get access to the collection, which is 15 amazing Steam games. But again, you can donate as little as, I think as little as £1. You might be able to go lower, actually. I think you might be able to go all the way down to a penny. But I think the minimum's £1 off the top of my head. Are you using the same mods as Yogscast that they used for Jeff Factory 2? Not all the same mods, Myrtle. This is a custom mod pack, but I have got a few of the same bits and pieces that the Yogscast have been using, yes. Like Create and Add Astra, for example. So there's a few bits and pieces, but there's also quite a lot of stuff that they don't have. And there's quite a lot of stuff that I don't have that's in the Yogscast pack as well, because there's quite a few things that I didn't really want. I wanted to try and keep the mod pack quite small. There's about 130 mods in it, which compared to the Yogscast pack is quite small. I recognise some of the mods. Love modded Minecraft so much. Me too. I've always been a big fan of modded Minecraft. I mean, I love Minecraft in general. But for me personally, I've always thought that mods, you know, the modding community is what keeps Minecraft going, to me. And I guess, you know, Mojang do keep it alive, as long as it makes them money. But we'll say no more about that. Okay, I'm just realising we may have made a slight mistake here. Because that shaft is going to block the weighted ejector there. We might have to put the shaft down the other side. Hold on. Let me just break some of this. Vertical there. There we go, and we'll take this down to the ground. And I guess we could have another regular gearbox here. We need more cogwheels. For some reason, we've completely run out of small cogwheels. And that's one of those things that I normally make sure I've got loads of. I've been binging Yogscast at the moment, and it makes me want to play. You should, Myrtle. If you want to play on this mod pack, you can join my Discord server. It's in the Minecraft channel. I think the Yogscast haven't officially released their mod pack yet, right? They've been keeping it a secret until the series officially ends. Okay, let's just use some simple cogwheels. Ah, okay. I see another problem. We are going to have to rotate these deployers this way. No. Yep, this way. I mean, pointing down, obviously. There we go. They're going to have to be connected on this side. We can't block the path of the flinger. I'd love to join your Discord. There's a link in my bio, Myrtle, if you're interested in joining. There we go, and that doesn't work because we haven't... the gearbox is the wrong way. There we go. And that's still going the wrong way. Could we use a transmission here? Oh, we could... Wait. I'm going to run off for a little while. No worries, Charlie. Thanks for joining. We're going to need a chain drive, right? There we go. Now they spin. Now they both spin the same way. This machine is going to be very messy, by the way, but it's only temporary. It's not gonna. It's. We'll probably clean it up at some point. In fact, I will move it over just a little bit. We need our 2 chutes here. What you're making? We're currently making a machine to produce precision mechanisms. They're a very important part of Create, and we currently have been making them manually, which is very time consuming. So this machine's going to speed the process up for us. Why is that? Oh, I've set that to attack mode somehow. What does that mean? There we go. Okay. And then we want our weighted ejector. Chain drives. Oh, those are in case chain cogwheels. We don't want those. We want these. And then 3 more. There we go. Okay, up the middle. Oh wait, that's not going to work either, is it? Maybe, yeah, I think here we will have to use the encased chain cogwheels. That's it. Okay. Again, very messy machine. You can't actually see what the machine's doing from the front. But this is going to make precision mechanisms for us, and you will see how in just a moment. First, we need to go and get some ingredients to actually put in it. We got a few gold sheets ready to go. Let's just try and make 3 for now. So we'll need 15 small cogwheels. Where's my andesite? And my planks. We don't have any of those either. There we go. That's 15 small cogwheels, 15 large ones, and some iron nuggets. There we go. So, all we need to do is put down a gold sheet, and this machine should turn it into a precision mechanism. Here we go. Okay, there it goes. It's going to do that 5 times. You can't really see what it's doing, but if I stand at this angle, there you go. Or maybe if I stand at this angle. Yeah, if we stand here, you can see what's going on. So it deploys a small cogwheel, it deploys a large cogwheel, it deploys an iron nugget, and then it flings it back to the beginning and repeats the process until we got a precision mechanism. So let's see if we can make a couple more. Now, the annoying thing about precision mechanisms is there's only a 25% chance of it actually making a precision mechanism. There's quite a high chance that it'll fail and make something else instead, which is why we need to be able to make them very quickly like this. So we're, if we just throw in like 50 gold sheets, we're guaranteed to get a handful of precision mechanisms out of it. And this time, it looks like all of them worked. We got 3. Wonderful. Afternoon, Marika. Love the lipstick. Thank you very much, Marika. How are you doing today? I am going to try and make a few more of these precision mechanisms now that we got the machine working. Do you drive lorries for a job or just play truck sim, says Jack. I just play truck sim. I don't drive in real life. Cogwheels. There we go. Have we got large ones? Oh, I forgot it does that. Small cogwheels, large cogwheels, iron nuggets. We got a few of those. Birch. We'll get a stack of that, and we'll get some andesite alloy as well, which we are running very low on. I did turn the machine back on, didn't I? Yeah. Is it working? Is it making andesite alloy right now? It doesn't seem to be. There's some andesite there. Maybe we'll put a few iron nuggets on the belt just to boost it, because I think that's what it's running low on. Yeah, oh wow. There's a stack of andesite in there, but no iron nuggets. Why is that? Hold on a second. Nugget. Washing. 12% chance. It should... Yeah, the recipe hasn't changed. How's it going in here? It's going very good, Marika. I've just got to work and now I'm eating oatmeal. Nice one. We are, just for anyone who's just joined and who's missed the beginning of the stream, we are currently raising money for Jingle Jam 2025. If you're interested in donating, please do. We're trying to raise £500 for 8 amazing charities. If you're watching on TikTok, there's a link in my bio. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, there's a link in the comment section. This is my first time ever participating in Jingle Jam. I'm very excited to be raising money for charity. It's all for, 8 really great causes. So if you can donate, please do. All of it goes to charity. Just, there were certain accusations being thrown around earlier. Just to clarify, every single penny of it goes to charity. I don't get a cut. None of it goes to me. It's literally just a link that takes you to the fundraiser's website so that you can send money directly to the fundraiser. So again, if you're interested in donating, please do consider it. I'm going to try and earn 500 by the end of the week, and we've currently earned 45 courtesy of P. Okay, now back to this. Oh, I need more shafts again. I'm gonna make a full stack of each type of cogwheel, I think. 32. What? Stack, please. Okay, there's a stack of small cogwheels. Now, to make a stack of large cogwheels, we need another stack of small ones first, right? There we go, and then we combine these with these. That's it. Okay, one stack of small, one stack of large, and a stack of iron nuggets. Pop those in here. And then we need some gold sheets. Now we are still going to have to go to the main, to the second building to make the gold sheets because I didn't build a press. What's that sign in the back? Those are my Patreon supporters, ClipX. Quick shout out. I don't want to spend too long talking about the Patreons today. Sorry, Patreons, but today's about charity. But quick shout out to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Dan, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Hannah, and Alfie. Those are my Patreon supporters. If you want to join the Patreon, it costs £1 a month. You get access to behind-the-scenes content and a shout out on stream. But again, I don't want to talk too much about the Patreon today because we're not here for Patreon, we're here for charity. So please save your Patreon money, donate to charity instead today. On the wall, stop when lights show. Oh, that is a sign from a level crossing. Yes, it is real, it is an authentic level crossing sign, which we discovered in my granddad's shed when he died, and I hung it on my wall. Because I like trains. Okay, hold on. What's 64 divided by 5? Just under 13, right? Let's make 12 gold sheets and see, work from that. What's the 8 charities, or is charity of their choosing at the end? The 8 charities are War Child, Autistica, the Trevor Project, Calm, Campaign Against Living Miserably, that is Calm, Become, Wallace and Gromit The Grand Appeal, World Wildlife Fund, and there's one more, Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish is on there as well. And again, all 8 of those charities, you can learn more about them on the website. It'll tell you more about what each individual charity does. There are people doing fundraisers for individual charities, but my fundraiser is for all of them, so whatever money you donate will be split evenly between all 8 charities. I did consider doing one just for the Trevor Project, because that is very much a cause that's, very close to my heart as a trans woman. But I don't know. I didn't want to single out one charity. I hate being given a choice of charities. I'd rather it be split evenly amongst all of them. So yeah, it will go towards all 8 charities equally. And Frosty the Snowman, please go away. We're not doing that today. Whether you like it or not, we are raising money for all 8 charities, and that does include the Trevor Project. If you don't like that, you don't have to donate. Okay, here we go. So hopefully, I was going to say hopefully we'll end up with 16 precision mechanisms, but it seems the machine has become clogged. Let me take these gold sheets off. Okay, so it can only do 8 at a time. It has a maximum of 8 mechanisms at a time. I guess the flinger, it'll only fling if there's space in the chute. So we can only make 8 precision mechanisms at a time with this machine, but it's still way faster than doing it all by hand. And anyway, yeah, to talk a little bit more about the fundraiser, I am going to keep talking about it because it's, you know, that's the only way to get people to donate, is to keep talking about it, right? If I didn't talk about it, then how would you know about it? But I do just want to mention, I'm going to be streaming every day this week to try and raise this £500. I'm going to be doing Euro Truck tomorrow, Soma on Wednesday, Factorio on Thursday, Farm Sim on Friday, Train Simulator on Saturday, and on Sunday we're going to finish on World Soulstorm. So I am going to be live every day this week, and hopefully by the end of that we might have raised £500. So please donate, please do. It's all for several worthwhile causes. Okay, so some of them have broken, obviously. That's predicted, you know, we know that that happens. So 3 of them became precision mechanisms, 3 of them turned into andesite alloy, and 1 of them still not finished yet. Still not finished yet. Still not finished yet. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to put the last 8 sheets on. And see how many more we get. Again, precision mechanisms, very, very vital component for a lot of create recipes. It's best if we have a way to make them, you know, en masse. Why is it doing that? I thought it could take 8. It can't take 8. How many did it take before then? Oh, and also it's run out of cogwheels. Oh, fuck. Right, we've made a terrible mistake. We actually need twice as many of everything as I thought we did. Shit. Okay, not to worry, not to worry. We need some of these. And some of these. This still won't be enough. But the main thing is, it is working. We have made a precision mechanism machine. It's not quite fully automated, but again, it's a damn sight faster than what we had before, so I am happy with it. We'll just let it keep going for a bit. Yep. Why are you doing that? There we go. We're out of iron nuggets. We'll make some more of those. Oh, all except 1. Lovely. Last one. Not quite. There we go. Okay, and we've got 16 precision mechanisms in the time it would have taken me to make about 3 if I was doing it all by hand. So I would call that a success. A resounding success, even. That's the second thing on the list done. So next up, threshold switch for the train track machine. This is a very simple one. So this machine here, we have established in previous streams that what tends to happen is this machine will load packages onto the chain conveyor that only contain 1 piece of track each. If I just show you real quick with some iron nuggets here. There we go. So it's going to put packages onto the conveyor belt, but every single one of these packages only has 1 single piece of train track in it, which obviously is very inefficient. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a threshold switch. Hi, Antler Dads on Twitch. How are you doing? Here to lurk. That's absolutely fine. Welcome aboard. Sorry if I didn't see that message straight away, by the way. You're on my third monitor, which I can't see very easily. It's very difficult. Right, the way my desk is laid out, I can only really see 2 monitors at a time. I've got 4 monitors, but I can only see 2 of them at a time. There's nowhere I can sit where I can see all 4 of them. So sometimes chat is like in my peripheral vision. Anyway, threshold switch. Okay, I think the most expensive thing there is the comparator, so we'll go and make one of those. Well, I think it's just quartz and slabs, right? And we've got that. No worries, I'm playing some vanilla Minecraft 2. Lovely. Nice one. We might have a comparator, actually. If I can spell. We don't. We got repeaters, but that's not a comparator, is it? Quartz, stone bricks, redstone torches. Well, we definitely have... Never mind, we don't have quartz. We do have quartz, it's in my bag. Redstone torches, we got 2 of those. We can make another one. And what was the third thing? Not a red mushroom. Stone or polished blackstone. I think we might have polished blackstone. There we go. Oh yeah, we need to make another torch, don't we? Where is... We don't have sticks. There we go. And then brass casing and an electron tube. We've got those. Perfect. And there's the threshold switch. Okay, so the way the threshold switch works, you may recognize the threshold switch. We've used it before in our monitoring system when we were back when we built the big comms tower, which was supposed to monitor the progress of our mining drills, and it just didn't work. It was a catastrophic failure. Back when we used that, we had the threshold switches in. And the way they work is they emit a redstone signal if certain conditions are met. So what we can use this for is we can attach it to the packager here, and we can make it so that the packager will only distribute a package when it contains a certain amount of material. So it's not going to be making a package for every single piece of train track. If we put it here and put a bit of redstone dust on top of it, there we go. Then all we have to do is set this, emit a signal at or above. Let's make it 16 items for now. I don't want to make it a full stack, because then it'll only output a package when a full stack of train track has been made, which we don't really want. So we'll set it to 16. So whenever 16 pieces of train track are in this barrel, then it will create a package. And we can probably test that. We've got 30 more iron nuggets, so there should be enough here. If we split this in 2, there should be enough to make 1 more stack of train tracks. Or like, what, 1 more lot of train tracks, sorry. There we can see the number going up. 8. Oh, never mind, that was only enough for 8. Well, I can put some more in by hand, just to confirm that it works. There we go. And that package, if we get it down... How do I get a package down? There we go. This package contains 16 pieces of train track. Perfect. Okay, that's another thing off the list. We are blazing through the list today. Do I have granite pillar? Yes, there we go. Okay, so to recap, so far we have fixed the problem with the bulk fermenters, so those are all working as they should be now, although they're not actually doing anything at the minute. I'm not sure why that is. Oh. There it is. Okay, they are working. They're just, you know, a bit behind. We built the precision mechanism machine. Very inefficient, but it does the job. And just now we built a threshold switch to monitor the packages there. Okay. I'm going to go and sleep, and then we'll take a look at the next thing on the list. And while I'm doing that, it's been a few minutes since I shouted out the fundraiser, so I'm going to do it again. Hello, everybody, if you're just joining. I am doing a charity fundraiser this year for Jingle Jam. It's my first time ever participating in a Jingle Jam fundraiser, but I am hoping to raise £500 for the 8 charities that are at Jingle Jam this year. There's some really great causes in there. If you are on YouTube or Twitch, you can click the link in the comments section. If you're on TikTok, you can click the link in my bio. It'll take you to Tiltify, and from there you can donate as much as you like. Anywhere from £1 to, I don't know, thousands if you really want to. If you donate £35, you get access to the collection, which contains 15 really great games on Steam. But again, you can donate as much as you like. It can be £1 if that's all you can give. That's absolutely fine. Every single penny helps. So please do consider checking that out. Like I say, very, very excited. The main Yogscast fundraiser has already hit 2 million in the first week. I don't think we'll get to that level, but we'll do as much as we can. So once again, please do consider. It's all for charity, it's all for a good cause. Please do consider checking it out if you can. We've already raised £45 via P. Thank you very much, P. And with that, back to the game. We need to... Okay, so there's an item on the list here that says coal loader and new train. Now, we don't actually need to build a new coal loader because I've already done that. I did this all off stream. I built the equipment that we need to offload the biodiesel and load coal onto the train. But we do need to build another train to actually bring the stuff to and from the main factory. And if we head to the iron mine, I think the train should still be here. Oh. Whoa, big freeze. It does that pretty much every time I use a waystone. It has a big freeze like that. It's nothing to worry about, don't worry. Okay, this is empty, so the train should be going back to the factory now. It's got 808 iron in it. The way this is supposed to work is the train should go back to the factory once the biodiesel has been unloaded. Because it takes the biodiesel up to the factory to reload the generator, and then it brings the iron ore down to load onto the train. I think the schedule may have been interrupted. Does one of you have a schedule? Oh, we're off. Okay, sit down. We're moving. Here we go. So we're going to build another one of these trains today. Not the exact same one. I've got another train lined up. Okay, enter in the nether now. There we go. Might take a second. Okay, and any second now we'll be leaving the nether again. It froze, so I'm guessing we're going through. And we're back at the factory. And it's frozen again. Right, okay. A couple of big lag spikes there, unfortunately. But, oh, look, the iron's coming out. Oh, I think this is the first time we're going to see... I think this is the first time we're going to see the iron smeltery actually working at full capacity. Let's check it out. So if you missed me building this, basically the iron ore gets loaded off of the train. It all comes up here. It gets crushed in these crushing wheels to make crushed raw iron, which also produces XP nuggets as a byproduct. It then gets washed by these machines here to make iron nuggets. Those go through here, and it gets compressed to make iron ingots. And this also works for gold, copper, zinc, and lead as well. Once we've got the trains running properly, all of this machine is going to be working 24/7. It's going to be making all of these different ingots round the clock, basically. Create trains are so cool. They really are. Antler Dads, you know I love trains, and you know that I love any excuse to build trains. So Minecraft, Create, Steam and Rails, I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, so this machine here, again, right now it's making iron. Eventually it'll also be making not only gold, copper, zinc, and lead, but this machine here will be mixing brass. And this one here will be mixing steel. So we are going to be making loads and loads of different metals in this factory. Oh! I think an Enderman's been in here. Have I got Silk Touch? Yes. Damn Endermen breaking into my factory and littering grass blocks all the damn time. Is there still iron coming up, or has it all gone through? Okay, I think it's all gone through. Look at this. Look at all this XP, by the way. Oh, some lovely levels coming up in a second. Hello, this mod pack looks amazing. Wow, thank you, Bertie boys. If you want to play this mod pack, you can find it in the Minecraft channel on my Discord server. There's... Oh, look at all that XP. There's about 130 mods in it at the minute, which is still quite light, I think, for a Minecraft mod pack. There's some really big ones out there. But yeah, you can download it if you're interested. Antler Dad says, I'm not even a trained person like you, but they're so sick. Honestly, all of Create blends into Minecraft so well. I really do agree. I think... I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think the impact that Create has had on Minecraft modding is equivalent to something like Tinker's Construct was back in the day. Tinker's Construct was huge. You know, there was a time when every single mod pack had Tinker's Construct in it. There's other big iconic mods, but in terms of the tech side of it as well, I think it's an apt comparison. You know. I really do think that Create is just that big. It's so... It's just brilliant. It feels so vanilla. It adds so much crazy stuff, and yet it just integrates perfectly well with vanilla Minecraft. It really is. You could have a mod pack with just Create in it and nothing else, and it'd just feel like you were playing basically just vanilla. It's so seamless. Okay, this might take a while. I'm going to take the XP that we've got here, and I'm just going to let the machine keep doing its thing. I don't know why it gave me an achievement there. That's definitely not the first time I've collected those XP nuggets. Bit weird. Oh, the train's gone again. It reloaded. We weren't even here. We weren't even paying attention. So the way the train works is once it's empty, it goes back again. But I don't think it actually picked up any biodiesel, did it? Oh, it did. It did. So if we fast travel back to the iron mine now, the train should be back there, and it should be unloading biodiesel again. Let's just check on that. Oh, a bit of a freeze. To be fair, I bet like 50 of those mods are optimization mods. Honestly, there aren't too many optimization mods in here. There are a couple, and as you can see, even with them, there's still the occasional freeze. But yeah, there's... Okay. Okay, I think something's actually gone wrong, because normally it isn't this bad. Might have to restart the world real quick. I was just about to say it's not that badly optimized, and now it's suddenly freezing every few frames. Yeah, definitely some kind of bug has happened here. Let me just reload the game real quick. As I was saying, I don't actually have that many optimization mods. There's a couple that help to boost the frame rate a little bit, because Create notoriously does have quite a big impact on performance. And, you know, Minecraft itself is not the best optimized game in the world. But yeah, I'll just restart real quick, and hopefully the game won't interrupt me while I'm making a point and disprove that point immediately. Okay, loading back in. While we're loading back in, by the way, another shout out to my charity fundraiser. Please do donate if you can. I'm trying to raise £500 this year for Jingle Jam. There's 8 incredible charities. All the money will go towards them. We've raised £45 so far. And like I say, I'm aiming to raise 500 by the end of the week. I'm going to be streaming every single day. So please do donate. Please do, you know, share the live stream with other people and encourage them to donate as well if you can. It's all for a very good cause. Several very good causes. Mark M says, "Oh, you're one of the confusion community." Thank you for the comment, Mark M. Once again, zero tolerance on the transphobic comments in today's stream. One of the charities that I am raising money for is the Trevor Project. So, you know, normally I can handle the transphobia. Normally I get plenty of these comments every single live stream, and they really don't bother me at all. But on this occasion, we are raising money for a trans-inclusive charity, the Trevor Project. So today, there will be absolutely no tolerance whatsoever on transphobia in the chat. Thanks. Hi, Blake. How are you doing? Welcome. Okay, we're loading back in. It still seems to be quite slow, though. We might actually have to restart the whole game if this is still a problem. It's weird, though, because it just kind of happened. There was no kind of build-up to it. It just froze all of a sudden. Okay, it looks like that hasn't fixed the problem. I'm going to have to relaunch the whole game, I'm afraid. It would happen today, of all days. Like, this is episode 26. Episode 25 that I've done with this mod pack. How many times have I had to restart the game live on stream? Like, maybe 3 times that I can remember. It hasn't happened for a while. It hasn't happened for, like, a couple of months, at least. And now the one day that I'm doing a charity fundraiser, the game doesn't want to respond. But we'll restart real quick. Could a machine be backed up around here? I remember one of our servers rows had some conveyors that got clogged. Yeah, it could be. It could be that something's backed up. That is definitely a possibility. But just to be safe, let's just use Task Manager to kill it, and we'll start again. There we go. Okay, relaunching. Do you use T-Launcher, says Blake. I use CurseForge, Blake. I've used CurseForge for a while now, for a few years. It's always my go-to for Minecraft mod packs. You know, not that there aren't great mod packs on other platforms as well. I do use the Feed the Beast launcher occasionally. But I think CurseForge is very good for putting together your own mod packs. Whereas I feel like Feed the Beast tends to be better for pre-made packs, you know, that people have already put together. I think if you want to make your own mod pack from scratch and choose your own bits and pieces to put in it, CurseForge is the way to go, really. Is it free? It is free, Blake. Yes, CurseForge is entirely free. And if you want to play with my mod pack, you can visit the Minecraft channel on my Discord server and download it from there. There's about 130 mods in it at the moment. Well, there's exactly 130 mods in it at the moment. Well, if we're being pedantic, there's 125 mods in it, and there's 5 different shader packs. And the shader that I use for streaming is Mellow, but I do have a few other shaders in there, which I'll be using when we go to other planets and stuff. Anyway. is very embarrassing. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. If this is your first time watching... I know for a fact that some of you out there are watching my live stream for the first time. And it's not a great first impression, is it? But I promise this doesn't happen every stream. This hasn't happened for, like, at least 2 or 3 months. It might well be one of the new mods that I've added, actually, because I added a couple of new mods today. Well, yesterday. Maybe there's a problem there. I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't help that it does take quite a while to get back into the game once I restart it. What's your favourite monster flavour? I like good old-fashioned original monster, Blake. My very favourite is actually Ultraviolet, which tastes like Parma Violets. But this is I just think the original's great. I like the original flavour. Hey Crawford, how are you doing today? Welcome. Okay, let's get back in. You have 12 people watching, not many new people, says Quoodwood. I wasn't actually referring to my TikTok chat, actually. I do also have viewers on YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, maybe all 12 of those people are new viewers. Who knows? Where's my name gone, says Crawford. Your name's right here, Alfie, don't worry. Your name's on the Patreon board. Shout out again to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley P, Charlie, Dan, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Hannah, and Alfie. There's so many names on the board now. Eventually I'm going to have to stop reading out all the names because there's going to be so many of them. But thanks, guys, for supporting me on Patreon. Unfollowing for liking Parma Violets. Oh, Adler, I'm sorry. I love Parma Violets. I am a Parma Violet enjoyer. I've got some... Oh, if I don't knock over everything on my desk. I've got some Parma Violet flavoured rock that my brother got me when he went to Blackpool a while ago. And it's very nice. How do I get there, says Blake. If you want to join the Patreon, there's a link in my bio. It costs £1 per month. It's about £1.20 after tax. You get access to behind-the-scenes content. You get your name on the board and a shout-out on stream, as well as VIP access in the Discord server. Okay, we're back, and it seems to be running this time. The train's here. It's loading. It's already loaded 240 iron. That might be it. You might have been right, Antler. It might have been because there was still 240 iron here waiting to be loaded in. But it's working now. It's working now. And we have 7,000 litres of biodiesel still to unload. So that's going to, you know, we'll just let that do its thing. That is why I put the barrel here, though. The whole point of me putting the barrel here was so that, you know, the iron would be stockpiled here. I guess there's a problem here because there's this short length of conveyor belt where you could fit 2 or 3 stacks on. I'm not sure how else I'd do this, though. I'm not sure how else to store them in a barrel until the train arrives and then load them onto the train. I think this is the only way, really, that you can achieve that. So we might have to just keep an eye on it. Hello, Horse Lover, how are you doing? What are your opinions on neutron stars, says Cold Bijai. They're pretty heavy. Pretty heavy stars. Isn't it like one teaspoon of neutron star weighs 20 tons? Because it's like just pure neutrons. Heavy. They're not my favourite stars, though. My favourite star... I'm going to say Red Giant. I'm going to say Red Giant. Betelgeuse or Betelgeuse. What a great star. Stevenson 14B. Another icon. They're the big boys, you know. They're the biggest stars there is. Okay. We're working again. For a second there, I thought it was going to freeze again. But we're okay. We should get back to the checklist. We haven't been looking at the checklist at all. Let's Okay, hook generators to... Hook external buildings to main generator. I'll do that next time. Coal loader, a new train. Let's do that. Let's do that. So we are going to need a schematic, because as always, I've already designed a train. We just have to build it. I already designed it. Sorry, I'm tripping over my tongue right now. I already designed it in my creative testing worlds, so all we have to do is import the schematic and gather up the materials. Hello, by the way, horse lover. How often do you tuck? You don't have to answer just a general question. I will answer for the benefit of anyone who is genuinely curious to know. I'm here to be an open book, after all. The simple answer is, I don't. Very rarely. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends what I'm wearing, to be honest. Sometimes it's needed, but generally speaking, I don't bother. I mean, let's be real, you are seeing me from the chest up today, so, quite frankly, I could be naked from the waist down, and it wouldn't really make a difference, you know? I'm not, but I could be. Is it hard to tuck or easy to tuck, says Trippy? Mine is incredibly difficult to tuck. I mean, where do you put it? You know, it's... I'm gonna stop. I'm digging a hole. Digging myself a hole. Let's get back to the game. Are you naked from the waist down, says Bertie Boys? I'm not. I've got my pyjama bottoms on, actually, because it's a bit chilly. It's a bit chilly, so I'm keeping warm. Antler Dad says, I'm trying to remember what the block is called, but isn't there a create block that connects to inventories from moving stuff? Yes, that is the storage interface. I have been using that. Excuse me. I have been using that. The problem is the storage interface itself doesn't have any storage. So, like, if the train's not there and the interface isn't connected, it won't, like, store any items. So you kind of have to have a barrel there as, like, a buffer. But yeah, it does cause problems. Anyway, schematic table. We are going to make a Class 7 shunter. All of my trains are based on real trains, as you probably are already aware. So we've already built a Class 08 shunter. That's the other one that we just saw. This one's going to be based on the much smaller Class 7. But we will place it down here. Should be enough space on this track. There it is. This is our new train, our new engine. We got the Class 7 at the front there. We've got a wagon for the coal. And I've disguised the fuel tanker as a brake van, just because I thought it looked cool. But this is where we are gonna... This one's going to be used to transfer coal to the coal mine. And eventually, obviously, we'll have some for the copper and everything else as well. So we go to create train. We place the schematic. We want to make sure the front bogie is over the... Oh, wrong one. There we go. Front bogie needs to be over the blue bit there. There's an invisible bogie at the front, by the way. And that's it. Then we just pop it into the schematic cannon and start collecting stuff. Okay, gunpowder. Don't have any. I'll have to go back to base to get that. We can use the clipboard. I'm going to have to take everything off the clipboard. But we can pop the clipboard in here and get a list of materials. Material checklist. There's quite a few pages there, but I'm sure we will manage. There we go. Could it replace the conveyor, or does it not work like that? No, unfortunately not. Like I say, there has to be a conveyor belt in there. If we head back, I'll show you real quick. Don't. Ooh, Jesus Christ! I thought I was going to die then. I'm nodding along to these, being fully aware I know nothing about trains or much about Creator. Don't worry, Antler Dads. I'll try to explain. I always try to like make it as clear as I can for people who aren't familiar with the mod pack. But yes, this here. So basically, this is the storage interface. This connects to the actual train, and right now it's transferring 254. That's how much is in the train. So if you look at the storage interface, it tells you how much is in the storage that it's interfacing with, if that makes sense. But this doesn't actually have any storage of its own, so as soon as the train goes away, this will just go back to 0. So yeah, the only way to collect items when the train's not here is to have this barrel in between to collect anything that comes down. Terrible place to lag, by the way, yes. Very, very bad place to lag. I was going to put a lift here. Eventually I will be putting a lift here, but I just haven't got round to it yet, which is why we're using the ladder. Okay, rail yard. Oh no, actually, we don't need the rail yard. We need the factory. Yeah, you'll notice that there is always a lag spike after I use a waystone. That's just, you know, unavoidable, really. I've just kind of learned to live with that at this point. But let's start collecting stuff. So we want 4 andesite catwalk railings. Perfect. We got 4 of those. Cross it off the list. 4 andesite steps. Let me just type in andesite and get whatever we got, which is not much apparently. What's up, man? Says Mihai2. How you doing, Mihai2? Welcome to the stream. We are fundraising for Jingle Jam today, by the way, just to let anyone know if you're just arriving. I'm trying to raise £500 for Jingle Jam this week, so please do donate if you can. There's a link in my bio on TikTok, and there's a link in the chat on YouTube and Twitch. I can't put a link in the chat on TikTok because TikTok automatically removes hyperlinks in the chat, even if you are the stream. Even if you are the streamer yourself, it won't let you. So, just another reason that I have issue with TikTok. Oh, we don't have black concrete. We need 9 black concrete. Do we have sand? We do have sand. We've definitely got gravel. We collected loads of gravel when we were building the railway because we need it for, you know, ballasting the track. So we definitely have no shortage of that. No, we don't want to make suspicious sand. Wait, how do we make concrete powder? Oh, we need the dye, don't we? I can't spell today. Yeah, we need the dye in there, obviously. Do we have black dye? We do not. Do we have ink? Do you give or receive? Says Mihai2. I give to charity, and you can too by following the link in my bio to donate to my Tiltify campaign. I'm trying to raise £500 this year for 8 incredible causes. So please do consider donating. We've raised £45 so far. Thank you very much to P for your generous donations. I'm back. Hi, Logs. Welcome back. How you doing? Squids. Squids. Kill them. Please give me ink sacks. I need ink sacks. That was clever. Thanks, Logs. You know, let's just keep it positive, you know? Let's turn those negative comments around. This is a charity fundraiser. We'll have no negativity of that nature today. Poor squid, says Harv. Unfortunately, it's a necessary evil. Actually, there might be another way to get ink in this mod pack. Or black dye. Tar. Okay. Don't know where we'd find tar. Wither rose. Oh, creosote. Which needs tar. Okay, never mind. Crude bitumen. Let me guess. Oh, coal chunks and soot ash. Okay. I thought that was going to need tar again. So technically, if we can find tar, we can make black dye without killing any squid. But you know, that's effort in it. That's too much effort. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll chop up some calamari, make ourselves some ink. And there's our black concrete powder. Okay, we only need 8, so let me check that off. Oh no, we need 9. You can only make it in batches of 8, though. That means we're going to have 7 spare. Dress or jumper? That's the question of the day, says Logs. I'm wearing a dress today, Logs. First time in a while. I've been, you know, with the weather being colder, I've been wearing a lot of jumpers lately. But I wanted to make a bit more of an effort today, you know, for the fundraiser. For the last few streams, I've basically just rolled out of bed and onto the computer, like. But today I thought I'd put in the extra effort and, you know, make myself up a bit and dress nice for charity. 18 blocks of coal. Oh god, I forgot about that. Actually, we might be able to make that. We have a ton of coal. We really do. Hello, Mr. Quabs. How are you doing today? I completely forgot that the entire time we've been playing, the coal mining drill has just been mining away, unsupervised, and it turns out that we have loads of coal. Like, absolutely loads of it. If we head over to the coal mine... where will it be? Wait, where? Lag again. Where's it gone? Actually, I might have already taken it back to the factory. Yeah, I think I did. Okay. I'll have put it in the main vault then, won't I? Fits on point. Thank you, Logs. There we go. We got 1,000 coal. So let's go ahead and make 18 blocks. These are just for decoration, by the way. Yes, I am wasting 18 blocks of coal on decoration. Loco metal. We should have quite a bit of that. We don't, actually. Okay, 1 pillar. Oh, I can't carve that again, can I? Shit. Is it zinc for loco metal or iron? Loco metal. It is... What? This is one of those recipes that it's really difficult to find the actual recipe. Slash loco metal, riveted loco metal. I think it's industrial. It might be industrial iron. No. How do I make it? I'm going to have to look up the recipe because JEI won't show it to me. Create loco metal. An iron block in a stone cutter. Okay. And how many does that get us? 8. Well, I guess that's not bad, so it's a little bit more than 1 ingot per block, which is a fair exchange, actually. We're going to need quite a bit of it, though. $37. It was 34 plus 1. But then we're also going to need 50 for the carriage. 50 to 35. 50 plus 2 plus 35. 52 plus 35. 77. So we're going to need 40 more. God. Okay, it might actually end up being more expensive than anticipated. Uh, 69. Nice. One more. And that's 77. Exactly. Perfect. Okay. One of those needs to be blue loco metal pillar. Do we have lapis? We do. Oh, we need to craft the lapis into blue dye first, don't we? I always forget about that. Blue loco metal pillar and 35 slashed loco metal, so I'll just make a bit, just make a few more. Why not? Oh, I think that was one too many. Okay. One... Let me double check. 1 pillar, 34 slashed. There we go. Okay, cross those off the list. 10 caution wrap. I don't think we've figured out caution wrap yet, have we? No, I must have done, because I used it... There we go. I used it for the other train. We are going to need another 6 more, though, so how do I make that? Caution wrap. God, why does everything have to be so expensive? 2 pig iron and a factory block. Do we have any of those? We got factory blocks. Do we have pig iron? I keep forgetting. You can't type G on the computer because it closes the computer. We don't have pig iron. How do I make pig iron? With a pig iron block. Thank you, you're very helpful. We just resmelt iron. Resmelt iron. That's easy. Hey man, hey Jamie, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Once again, just want to remind everyone that we are raising money today for Jingle Jam, so please do donate as much or as little. Anything you can, please do chip in. It would be very much appreciated. It goes to 8 very, very worthy causes. Autistica, Bristol Children's Hospital, well, technically Wallace and Gromit, the Grand Appeal. There's the Trevor Project, there's the World Wildlife Fund, and 4 more, which I've forgotten. there's 8 causes, and they're all very, very good. Antler says, somehow I'd never thought to have top-down facing fans that look so clean. It is! It is! We've got all 4 of the main ones, and we've even got some warning stickers to show you which ones, what each one does. But yes, we're blowing down. We got washing, smelting, smoking, and haunting. This factory building, I'm actually really proud of this, because I managed to make it in such a way that all of the gubbins is like up above the girders, like in a real factory. You know, it looks from below, it looks very clean and very, you know, very organized, and then above is where all the shafts and belts are running about all over the place. I'm very, very proud of it. Okay, we also need some scorch stone, which we don't have, unfortunately. How do we make that again? I've got to wait till it cycles back round. Scorch stone, we smelt regular stone. Okay. This is a very tedious recipe, I'm finding. This is making me want to hop back on Feed the Beast Skies. Oh, you should. You should, Antler. I have really been enjoying the Feed the Beast Skies. The only reason I haven't been on it for a while is because I've been playing this on stream as well, and it's just like Minecraft overload, you know? And I do love playing this on stream. This is, without a doubt, I know I've said it before, but... Okay. Well, fuck you then, I guess. That was supposed to be Scorchstone, viewers. But yeah, I know I've said it before, but this is, without a doubt, my favourite series that I do is Minecraft Monday. It might not be my most viewed series. I think Farm Sim Friday takes the top spot in terms of views, but this is the one that I enjoy doing the most. I love it so much. Okay. How do we make Scorchstone without doing that? It just says blast. It just says blast. That's a problem. You are miscreate to me and mistrade, of course. Thank you, Antler. That means a lot. Okay. Viewers, I'm going to have to do something terrible. I'm going to have to cheat. Which mod is Scorchstone from? Look, it literally won't let me craft it through the correct channel because there's a conflict with another recipe. The only way I can get this is if I cheat it in. You know what? It's probably going to be easier if I just go to creative. And I'm going to get myself a little bit of Scorchstone, just a few blocks. I mean, literally just 4 blocks. That's how much that I need to make what I need to make. And there we go, back to survival again. Do you play BF Redsec? If yes, what do you think? I'm not familiar with that, Flannel, sorry. And is it just like this? What was the recipe again? Just a regular factory block. Please just show me the recipe for a regular standard factory block. 4 Scorchstone and... oh, it's 4... oh no, it's 4 iron ingots. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong recipe. This is what I mean. This is what I mean by Minecraft overloads. It's just occurred to me that I didn't actually need to do that at all because I already had factory blocks. So we have actually just cheated for no reason whatsoever. I'm very sorry, everybody. This is going well. This is going very well. I've run out of black dye again. Can I chop these? Oh, can you stop? Please, for 5 minutes, can you work properly? I'm going to need to get more ink sacks. Great. Oh, BF is Battlefield. Thanks for letting me know, Flannel. I don't really play Battlefield, to be honest. The last one that I really played was Battlefield 1. But I'm not too big on first-person shooters, to be honest. Just not my cup of tea. Okay, are there any squids about? There aren't, because there's a whale here and it's probably killed them all. Thanks a lot. There's got to be a squid somewhere. Oh, hang on. There's calamari. Yes, that'll do. Doesn't have to be a live squid, as long as I get the actual squid. I find the whales so scary in Minecraft. They are quite intimidating. Yeah, very... I think just because of the size. And also, the whale call... I don't know. Some people say it's majestic. To me, it just sounds like clicking. What mod is this? This is a mod pack, custom mod pack by me called Create Ad Astra. The main mods are Create and Ad Astra, which is a remake of Galacticraft. You can download it in the Minecraft channel on my Discord server if you're interested. Okay, there we go. That gets us some more ink sacs. Now we can finally make more factory blocks. Caution wrap. Whatever. I'm losing the plot. I'm losing the thread. I'm getting sidetracked. We got the caution wrap. I should actually be putting this in a chest as well over at the rail yard, just so that we're keeping track of what we've got. Where's my schematic cannon? Oh, it's over here. Okay, so andesite catwalk railings, yes. Andesite steps, black concrete, and coal. Not my telescope. Coal blocks, yep. Loco metal, and caution wrap. Okay, we're getting through it. First page done. How many pages is there? 6. Lovely. This is going to take us a while, isn't it? Charred planks. I don't even know where to get these, because I built this in my creative testing world without paying any attention to where I'd actually get any of these blocks from. Okay, I don't think we're going to get any. Charred log. Oh! Charcoal. Never mind. That actually seems quite easy. It's eerie sometimes, like a Geiger counter clicking. It does, yeah, they definitely do sound like Geiger counters. Okay, what is our charcoal situation? One piece. One single piece of charcoal. Do we have any logs? I can't type log, because if you type G, it closes the menu. We do have logs. We'll get a stack of dark oak out. That'll do. Guess what? What is it, kid? How are you doing? Welcome. I'm getting a package of all different pot noodles for Christmas. That sounds amazing. I love pot noodles. I am definitely a pot noodle enjoyer. How many different flavors are you getting, kid? Okay, that gets us charred logs, and then we make the charred planks. Okay, 16 charred planks. Good. And then we just need a load of copycats. 36 bytes, 1 cogwheel, 8 fences, 24 half panels, 28 headstock, 36. That's quite a lot. What's the zinc situation like? I don't think we have a lot of zinc. Oh, we do have a lot of copycats already, though. So let's just get everything out that we already have and tally it up. 36 byte panels. Okay, we're definitely going to need more of those. Oh no, we only had 28 byte panels. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, 36 byte panels. 1 cogwheel. I don't think we've ever made a copycat cogwheel. And we also apparently can't make one. Why is that? Why won't you give me the option to make one? Oh, because we have to craft them. Lovely. Okay. These recipes. There's so many recipes to keep track of. There's the cogwheels. 8 copycat fences. I do believe we can stone cut those. 6, but there's 2 of each, so I get 12. Nice one, kids. Nice one. I hope you enjoy them. 24 half panels. Are you kidding? We've got 23 half panels. Uh, 28 headstocks. Now, I happen to know that some of these aren't regular headstocks. There's a bit of a bug in the way the headstocks work with Create, so we'll skip those for now. 36 panels, yep, we definitely got. 21 slabs. We've got 1 slab. Okay, we'll need a few more of those. Uh, 6 slopes. We've got 53 slope layers. I think we might have to use everything here. Never mind. 53 slope layers. 10 steps. Nope. We need steps. That's going to use everything. 10. And 8 vertical slopes. And there it goes. We got everything except the headstocks, and we have run out of zinc. Speaking of noodles, I'm going to make some. Be right back. See you soon, Antler Dads. I think you could start playing Microsoft Flight Sim and make a series like ETS. Maybe get a Flight Sim set up as well. The thing is, kid, I don't enjoy Flight Sim. I've never been interested in planes. It's just never been something that's appealed to me. You know, I've got every respect for people who are into planes, and I've got friends who are very into planes, and I've actually got a friend who's got quite a lot of the Flight Sim gear. But for me personally, they just don't interest me. I've never been interested in that sort of thing. Cogs, fence, half panels. We might as well just throw all of the copycats in there, because we need most of them anyway. We're going to come back to the headstocks. We need 3 fluid tanks and 8 framed glass next. I'm going to plug the fundraiser again, by the way, everybody. Just want to remind you all that I am raising money for Jingle Jam this year. I'm trying to raise £500 for 8 incredible charities. Please do consider donating. There's a link in my bio if you're watching on TikTok. And if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, there's a link in the comments section. Please donate anything that you can. It all helps. It all goes to charity. It's all for a very, very worthwhile cause. And yeah, just if you're interested in supporting charity this year, this Christmas, please consider checking it out. Thank you to everyone who has already supported. We've currently got £45 in the pot, which is very much appreciated. Is it fluid tanks or fluid vessels? It's tanks. Okay. And then we're going to need 6 copper sheets. What time are we on? It's 10 past 4. So I think we're still on track to finish at 5. We'll see how long it takes to build the train, but this will probably be the last thing that we do today. Okay, there's the fluid tanks. Framed glass. Is framed glass just regular glass in a stone cutter, I think? It is, it is. And we only need 3 more. Any second. There we go. Stone cut that. Okay, there's the framed glass. And we're on to page 4. Okay, we're actually making pretty good progress here. Striated concrete. Okay, striated concrete I don't remember the recipe for, but I remember it being fairly cheap, and we probably have some. We got 5 blocks and 4 slabs. Okay. Oh, what have I just done? I reloaded shaders by accident. Okay, grey dye, and obviously just plain striated concrete around it. Diorite, and... Wait, no, these are all just combining other blocks with striated concrete. Where do I get the striated concrete from in the first place? I don't understand. Ah, there we go. Gravel, shale, and fiberglass. That's some expensive... Well, not that expensive. Dirt, andesite, cobblestone, or dirt, gravel, and sand. Cobblestone, gravel, and sand, sorry. Let me just sleep real quick. Hi, Skyfall FX, how you doing? Welcome. And gravel's in my bag. Okay. Okay, so that makes us shale. Then fiberglass we make by smelting glass. Is there anything else that's made by smelting glass? No. Good. Let's make some then. And then we combine that with more gravel. And we get 4 blocks per fiberglass and shale. Okay, in which case then we'll go ahead and make 32 glass, and we'll see how much we get with that. Saul, you could be a voice for the AI vids. How do you mean? No offense, your voice sounds like AI on your videos. Oh, okay, thanks. I think I have been told before that my cadence is a little bit unnatural. I've not been told that I sound like AI before. Although I have been accused of being AI on live streams various times. Okay, grey dye is just black and white dye. And we can get white dye from bone meal. It seems like it's scripted. Well, my videos are scripted. I do have a script I'm not very good at improv. Okay, grey dye. Surround that with the striated concrete. That gets us grey striated concrete, 1 stack. Now, how much did we need? We needed 38, 30 slabs, and 13 stairs. Okay, there's our 38. 13 stairs. And then 30 of these. I don't know if you've explained already, but how did you come across the fundraising? I've always been a supporter of the Yogscast Jingle Jam. So Jingle Jam was originally set up by the Yogscast in 2014. And since then, they've done it every Christmas, and each year they, invite more and more people to join. It is open to the public. Anyone can sign up to fundraise for Jingle Jam. It's always the first 2 weeks of December, but I've watched them for many years, and this year I thought, you know what, I want to join in. I want to help to do some of that fundraising. So here we are. But yeah, anyone can sign up for it. Whether it doesn't matter how big you are, doesn't matter how what sort of following you've got. You can sign up if you wanna help raise money for all the causes. But yeah, the Yogscast themselves, they've raised 2 million this year so far, which is very impressive. Isn't Jingle Jam the one you went to see which let you run late for the stream the other day? It is, Draydog. Yes, it is that same Jingle Jam. It's on right now, actually. I don't know what they're playing at the minute. Actually, I think it's RT Game and the Irish lads are playing some games on the Wii, which is really cool. RT Game's not part of the Yogscast, but he's a friend of the Yogscast, and he does take part in a lot of their projects. But yeah, the Yogscast during Jingle Jam, the Yogscast streams for 12 hours a day for 14 days. They are live all day, every day. So they are live right now, and they've probably got a few more viewers than me. Let's be real. Have I run out of iron? I have. But yeah, once again, please do consider donating. Like I say, any amount is appreciated. If you can only give £1, that's absolutely fine. I think Nilesy from the Yogscast said it best, because every year Nilesy does a stream called the Professional Stream. The joke being that it's a very unprofessional stream. But in his streams, he always encourages people to donate. Even if you can only donate £1, it adds up. You might think that it's only £1, but if everyone donates only £1, suddenly that adds up to loads and loads of money, right? So yeah, if you can only afford to spare £1, that's absolutely fine. Any donation is, literally every penny counts, right? So please do consider donating if you can. It's good in a way that you're doing this, because if someone sees you fundraising, they might come to you for fundraising. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not doing it for myself, but I am hoping that by participating, I'll at least be putting my name out there a little bit more. I'm not going to pretend that it would be nice if a few more people came across my channel as a result of this, but that's not why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it for attention or anything like that. I'm doing it because they are 10 really great causes, and they really do deserve to be supported, you know? One more. And there we go. And this is going to make us 3 item vaults. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. 2 light grey seats. They don't need to be light grey. They're going to be inside the cab, so they can be any colour really. But I think we'll keep light grey, you know, for parity with the other train that we've built. Okay. Lincoln pins will come back to 50 brown plated loco metal. Okay, we do have 41 loco metal here. Whoops. Wait, hang on. At least some people can bear you in mind for some support. Yeah, true, Grey Dog. Striated concrete, tanks, glass, all the striated concrete, vaults, and the seats. Okay. So we do still need the brown plated loco metal. And once again, I do need to keep shouting it out just to remind people, you know, because there wouldn't be much of a charity stream if I just sat here and never mentioned it, you know. If you can donate, please do donate. We've had, so far, we've raised £45. That was from P, who bought the Jingle Jam collection. If you donate more than £35, by the way, you get access to the collection, which is a collection of 15 wonderful Steam games. But yeah, like I say, if you can donate, please do. I'm going to be streaming every day this week, and I am going to be trying to raise £500 total. Again, every single penny counts, so if you can chip in anything at all, please do. There's a link in my bio to donate on TikTok, and on YouTube and Twitch there's a link in the chat. And, you know, forgive me if I keep going on about it, but it's for charity, so I will continue to just... I will keep saying it over and over again. I will continue to plug it because it is for a great cause. You know, you might get sick of me saying it, but I will keep saying it. Every single penny is in the name of charity. There's 8 really great charities on there. Please give anything that you can. How did I make brown dye before? I'm pretty sure we have used it. Oh, cocoa bean ornaments. A dahlia. Oh, those are cocoa beans. They're recolored because of the texture pack that I'm using. $500's a very reasonable and easy target to hit for your first time fundraising. Thank you, Draydog. Yeah, I felt like 500 was an achievable amount. I know I don't have the biggest audience in the world, but I think I do think that we can reach 500 in a week, especially because I'm going to be streaming every day, you know. Okay, this is the plated loco metal. We'll come back to the Lincoln pin. Oh, we need 2 regular plated loco metal as well, and we've only got 1 left. God damn it. Hope you reach your target. Thank you, Draydog. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh no, that's brown. That was supposed to just be regular black loco metal. I wasn't supposed to dye that one. For God's sake. There we go. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Rail yard. We will be ready to start building soon, by the way. It's my intention that this train will be built and running by the end of the stream. And we're very close. I think we've only got 2 pages left of bits to get. Yeah, technically, like, not even 2 full pages. We do still need the headstocks and the link and pins, and same with the buffers. We'll come back to those. Let's skip ahead and do the concrete. What was it? 18 white and 6 yellow? And we already have some white concrete from when we made the tanker for the first train. We don't have any yellow though, and I don't think we got any no dandelions left either. No, I don't want to take the dandelions from around here, because they're pretty. I mean, I guess I can bone meal to replant them. Well, how many... Wait, don't I only need 1? Yeah, I only need 1 to make 8 blocks of it. No, we can put those back. Okay, and then sand and gravel, 4 gravel, 4 sand, 1 yellow dye, 8 yellow concrete. Concrete, of course, being an ideal building material for trains. Okay, 4 train doors, 2 train controls, 6 train casings. We have none of that. Train. Okay, we do have sturdy sheets, though. Sturdy sheets. 10... Wait, what was it again? Let's do the doors first. Train door. Just a door and a train casing. I think we might need more... Yeah, we're definitely going to need more sturdy sheets. And then just regular doors, wasn't it? Okay, there's the train doors. Nope, not the controls. I keep pressing reload shaders by mistake. Controls. Lever, train casing, and a precision mechanism, and we need 2 of those. There's your train casings. We got precision mechanisms already, and we got 2 levers actually. There's our train controls. And 6 train casings, so we are 2 short. Do we have obsidian? We got powdered obsidian. Perfect. And a bucket of lava. I need to empty this out somewhere. Is this machine even working? I really feel like this machine is doing nothing right now. It is turned on. I've switched it back on. It's making andesite alloy, but very slowly. I don't remember it being that slow before. That'll do. Okay, 6 train casings. Those are for the bogies. Very nearly there now. Portable storage interface and a portable fluid interface. I don't think we've got either of those right now. Nope. Interface. Fluid interface is a chute and a copper casing. Easy. Have one of them. And then shoot an andesite case in for a storage interface. We can easily whip up a couple of those too. Okay, 4 small buffers, 2 Lincoln pins, 28 headstocks. Right. Now, I happen to know that this is wrong because the way the headstocks work is you can have headstocks with buffers, like you see these here. You can make headstocks that have got buffers on them, but when you copy them in a schematic, it doesn't count them properly. I think we should just put in everything we've got, skip any blocks that aren't available, and we'll sort that out afterwards. Because we have got pretty much everything here. Hi Saul, how's the fundraising going? I would raise money, but I don't have any, sorry. That's absolutely fine, Matthew, don't worry. It's going quite well so far. We've raised £45 today. That's all from one donor. We've had only one donation so far, but it was £45 from P. So thank you very much, P, if you're still watching. Again, however much you can donate, whether it's £1 or £50, it's very much appreciated. If you can't donate anything, that's absolutely fine as well. But it will be live until Sunday, so you can donate any time in the next 7 days. And again, it all helps out several very good causes. Okay, I'm about to turn on the schematic cannon. Is everyone ready to see a train get built? Here it is. Here it goes. Go. We didn't get gunpowder. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We need gunpowder for the schematic cannon. I can't type in gunpowder. I can't type anything that contains the letter G in the search window. They don't work. Don't do it. Okay. Train time. Welcome back, Antler. You're just in time. We are about to build a train. Ugh, flies. Here we go. Skip anything that's unavailable. There we go. Skip missing blocks. Go! There it goes! Yeah! Woo! Okay, it's starting from the back. If you've never used the Create mod, by the way, this is a schematic cannon. Basically, you can design something and then you put the blueprint in there and it builds it for you. So I designed this train in my creative testing world, and now we've gathered up all the ingredients to build it in survival, and then the schematic cannon just does the actual building for us. And again, this is based on a British Railways Class 07 locomotive. The first train that we built is based on the Class 08. This one's a lot dinkier. The actual loco is a lot smaller, but the train as a whole is the same length. All of the trains have to be the same length, so they can be used interchangeably. So if we wanted to, we could use this train for the iron and the other train for the coal. We can mix and match which trains we use for which jobs, because they're all the same length, and they've all got the interfaces in the same places. That's sick. The mod is so cool and useful. It is, Matthew. Great mod. If you've never played with Create before, I can't recommend it enough. What a fantastic mod. It's coming along nicely. Once again, the only thing that we don't have is the headstocks, which means there'll be no buffers or couplers on the train just yet. We'll still need to add those manually. But you can see here, I've actually hidden the storage vault inside the train, inside the engine. So that's where all the coal is actually going to be stored. And then the wagon in the middle is just a fake one with some decorative coal in it. And then the tank at the back is what's going to store the liquid. So all the biodiesel will be stored in the back. The coal will be stored in the front. And the middle one is just decorative. Look at the map in the top left. Amazing world. It is. It is. We've built quite a lot on this world. It's done! It's done! Okay, wait, don't look at it yet, because it's not actually finished. We need to get the headstocks. But it's very nearly done. Let me head back to base. We're going to need... Hold on, let me think. We're going to need 1, 2, 3... We're going to need 12 sets of buffers. And 12 sets of buffers, 6 screw-link couplers. That's what we're going to need. All of them with headstocks. Amazing train. Thank you, Matthew. What's the mod name? The mod is called Create. There we go. Okay, we are on the last half an hour of the stream right now, everybody. I'm going to be finishing at 5 o'clock, so this is going to be my last appeal. If you do want to donate to the Jingle Jam charity fundraiser, please do consider it. I'm trying to raise £500 this year for 8 incredible causes. You can donate any time this week, but please, if you do have any money to spare, it would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to raise for... I'm trying to remember the 8 charities now. Autistica, Trevor Project, Make-A-Wish, Calm, Become, Worldwide Fund, Wallace and Gromit's Grand Appeal, and an 8th charity, which does have a name, but I can't remember it. There's 8 really great charities. I can't remember all 8 of them off the top of my head. But how do I donate, says KD. There's a link in my bio, KD, that will take you through to the fundraiser. You can donate as much or as little as you want. If you donate more than £35, you get access to the games collection. There's 15 Steam games available, but you can donate any amount. Warchild, thank you, Antler. Warchild is the other charity. Excited to get paid tomorrow and pick up the collection. Thank you, Antler. Make sure you use my link. Make sure you contribute to my fundraiser. I know you love the Hat Boys, but don't be giving it to them. Give it to me. Well, not me. You know what I mean. I shall. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, we need to make some... I think we make the link and pin versions, and then we can use that to make the other couplers. So we're going to need 12 of these, which means 36 copycat panels. I think we might have that already. What does Ad Astra mean, says Louis? Ad Astra is a mod, which is part of my mod pack. It's a remake of Galacticraft, which another iconic Minecraft mod from back in the day. We do have Ad Astra, but we haven't actually been to space yet. That is our eventual goal. We are going to be going to space. Okay, let me just take out all of this leftover crap, because we do actually have quite a lot of stuff here that we didn't end up using. Why didn't any of the loco metal get used? What's... I think there might have been a bit of a bug there. Can I ask a question? Go ahead, Riley. I don't think the hats are in any more streams, so you get it this time. They are! They're live tomorrow! I can't remember what they're doing. There's a hat film stream tomorrow on the main channel. But I just can't remember what it is. Hold on. Let me have a quick look. Oh, it's not tomorrow. It's Thursday. Thursday are doing the Hat Films game show called Medals of Deceit. So there is another Hat Film stream coming later in the week. I'll still get the bundle via you. Thank you, Antler. Thank you. They've already raised enough. The Yogscast have already raised 2 million, you know? What are the charities, says N? The charities are War Child, Autistica, Trevor Project, Calm, Become, Worldwide Fund, Make-A-Wish, and Wallace and Gromit, The Grand Appeal. And if you want to learn more about each individual charity, you can go to the website through my link, and it'll tell you more about each individual one. And once again, if you want to donate, there's a link in my bio on TikTok and in the comments on YouTube and Twitch. Any amount is appreciated, but if you do donate more than £35, you'll get access to the collection. There's 15 incredible Steam games, which you can get, again, if you donate more than 35. If you can't donate that much, that's absolutely fine. Every single penny counts. Now, back to what I was doing, because I really am anxious to finish this train before the end of the stream. We need 12... headstocks. No, we need 6 headstocks. 6 times 3. For those of you out there who are good at maths, it's 18. We need 18 panels. Hi, Serix Tabor. How are you doing today? Okay, that's going to make the Lincoln pins. Then we also need headstocks for the buffers. Are buffers made in the same way, I'm guessing? I think they are. My backpack needs emptying. Jesus, I've just looked at it and realised how much crap there is in there. I think there's been a bit of a bug here, because the schematic cannon hasn't actually used any of the stuff that I put into it. We've still got all of the materials that I used to build the train. What happened? It's duplicated everything that I made for the train, so we've got enough materials to build another train now. I am not sure what caused that. But hey, I'm not complaining. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean up my inventory a little bit, because it's a bit of a state right now. That'll do for now. I'll sort it off screen. Lincoln pin. I was going to see if we have any Lincoln pin, or any couplers at all. We've got a Lincoln pin and 2 screw link couplers. Okay, that's a start. That's 1, and that's 3. Still need quite a few more. Okay, yeah, this is where we get the buffers as well. So we just need to make... 1 second. Okay, there's actually 4 buffers and 2 Lincoln pins on here, so I think one of the carriages doesn't have the headstock versions. Lincoln pin. Industrial iron. These are so expensive as well. Industrial iron. I've forgotten how to make industrial iron. Compacting heated iron. Okay, well, that is definitely something that we can do. Let me get some coal, and we'll go and light up the blaze burner. The compactor side. And we have to do this one at a time, because if we put in multiple ingots, it crafts something else. One of the disadvantages of having a big mod pack is that sometimes recipes, you know, sometimes multiple things have the same recipe. So if you're not careful, you end up crafting stuff that you didn't mean to. We saw it earlier when I accidentally made smooth stone, when I was trying to make whatever I was trying to... scorched stone. That makes 1 block of industrial iron. There has to be a cheaper way. Wait a minute. I can make it in a stone cutter. Fuck me. And there's so much of it. I can make 2 blocks of this with 1 single iron ingot. Or I can make 1 block of it with 9 iron ingots. That is that's an insane discrepancy. Okay. Oh, we need some iron sheets as well. Did I get iron? Yeah, I've got it here. It's literally right there in front of your eyes, son. There we go. And a shaft as well. How do we not have shafts? How do we not have any shafts? That's like the most basic thing in all of Create. Okay, 4 Lincoln pins. I have completely lost track of everything that's happening right now. We needed 2 Lincoln pins and 4 buffers, right? So just make 4 more. There we go. What time are we on? 47. Oh, looks like we're going to be finishing late today, unfortunately, everybody. Unless I can get this done in, like, the next 5 minutes. Which I'm trying. I'm trying. Afternoon, number 1 PJ. The carefree bouncing around the world. So much whimsy. Thank you, P. Oh, this doesn't make buffers. This only makes the screw link. How do I make the buffers then? Okay, that's actually quite cheap. Fair enough. So, I think it's these 2 that are just regular screw links. And then the other 4 are the headstock versions. Is it me or is it dark already? It is. It is, Mr. Quavs. We are getting close to the winter solstice, though, aren't we? The shortest day of the year is coming up very soon. I believe it's the 21st, isn't it? Because it marks the first day of winter. Although I guess it drifts slightly. Okay, so these are going to be headstock screw links. There we go. And these work exactly the same as other copycats. So we can put whatever materials we want on them. We're going to be using yellow concrete for the loco to add a cow catcher, and for the, well, I guess a plough. And for the carriages, the wagons, we're going to use striated concrete so it blends with the rest of it. So all we need to do now is make 12 buffers. We can do that. They're very cheap. There we go. And 12 buffers. Perfectly. Perfect. Now, how do we make a headstock version of these then? It won't show me the recipe again. It's another one of those recipes that it just won't show you. I'm going to have to cheat a little bit again. We do have the materials that we need to craft it, but it won't actually let me craft it. Steam and Rails has a few mods like that. Has a few crafting recipes like that, which for some reason there's just no way to craft them. They are supposed to be obtainable in survival, but you can't actually craft them. I'm going to get myself 8 headstock buffers, and once again, we do have the materials to craft these, we just can't actually craft it, it just won't let us. There we go, and then we need our 6 concrete. 6 yellow concrete and 6 striated concrete in grey, which we don't have. There it is. Okay, placing the final blocks on the train. Everybody ready? So regular buffers on the brake van. Where did that go? Headstock buffers on the wagon with striated concrete for decoration. We're stuck. Whoops. There we go. Same again on this side. Yep, and then on the loco itself, yellow concrete. Right, how's this happened? How has this happened? There we go. Can you drive the train? I certainly can, T. We will be in just a second. Last blocks are in. There it is. It's ready for assembling. All we need to do is glue it and press build. It definitely looks a lot more complete with the buffers. Very, very happy with this. Again, this is based on a real Class 7 loco. Very proud of it, very happy with it. Let's glue it together. Where's me glue? There we go. Have you played OMSI 2? I have, Adam, yes. You're pretty, thank you very much. I have played OMSI on stream, but I couldn't really get into it, to be honest. I'm not really into buses, to be honest. They're not really my thing. Okay, that's the train glued. The loco, sorry. What's the price? I think OMSI is $24.99. This is blowing my mind, says P. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, P. Actually, have you seen our first train that we built, P? I think you probably have, because it was a while ago. Oh, hole in the floor. Wait, have I definitely glued the buffers? Yes, I have. Good. Oh, also, I didn't even really talk about the design of this very much, but I spent a lot of time in creative in my testing world making this look absolutely perfect, and I'm very, very happy with the result. I think the brake van was supposed to have some steps on it, because how else are you going to get up to it? But I think for some reason it hasn't put them on. But yeah, if you look on top here, my favourite detail is to make a tiny little chimney on top of the brake van. I've used a cogwheel, a copycat cogwheel, and I've made the shaft black and the cogwheel itself white. So it creates this tiny little chimney, which I think looks so cool. It's such a cool little detail. Just appreciate it, you know, just admire it. I think that's really great. But yes, let's build it. This is going to be the last thing we do today, because it is 5-2. We're going to finish up in just a minute. Assemble the train. Here it is. Let's climb on board. And let's take it for a quick spin before we finish. Oh, I haven't interacted with the controls. There we go. Off we go! Okay, we're going to take this to the coal mine, I think. Well, I'll take it to the factory first, just so that we can see that it actually fits on the platform, just like the other train does. There we go, we're at the factory. We can't stay here for very long, because I haven't built any signals yet, which means if the other train comes back right now, there will be a crash. But here it is in the factory. It fits perfectly. You can see that the fluid interface has connected and the storage interface has connected. So this will work exactly the same as the other train. Whenever it comes into the factory, it'll connect up where it needs to, and anything that needs to be transferred will be transferred. But yeah, let's get out of here before the other train comes back and collides with us. In the next stream, we will build some signals so that the trains can successfully avoid each other when they're automated. But yeah, I want to go to the coal mine before we finish, because this train's going to be going to the coal mine. This train's going to be taking coal to and from the factory to the from the coal mine to the factory. Oh. Ooh, a little bit of a lag there. Oh, wait. Whoa. Oh, shit. I almost completely forgot. We got a little handcart here. Whoops. I'll just pick that up. That was very close. Okay, there we go. It's at the trade station. And again, everything should automatically connect up. The pipe's connected. The storage interface hasn't connected. Why is that? Oh, because it's supposed to be a block down, isn't it? Wait, no. Oh, the platform! Okay, I've made a bit of a mistake. I've built this platform one block up. So the storage interface is one block too high. I can fix that. Because at the factory, there's no platform. Like, it's just the track's level with the factory floor. But here I've built the platform up a block. That's okay. That's fixable. I also need to set it so that the train doors don't automatically open. Wait, I think this is loading, by the way. I didn't even realise. Because we parked up at the factory for a few seconds, we've actually got some biodiesel here, which means the mining drill should be working. It isn't. Huh. Okay, there may be a break in the connection somewhere along the way. I will sort that out off screen. There's a couple of things that I need to sort out off screen, but for the time being, I'm very happy with this. Look at this. We got our first train at the coal mine, and I couldn't be happier. And it's a great fit as well. I love this one. This one is so tiny compared to the bigger shunter. It just feels like really cute and dinky. I love it. I just had an idea. You could build a boat and a harbour. In theory, Draydog, yes, you can build invisible rails. They're called phantom rails. Hold on. These rails are completely invisible. You can only see them when you're holding one in your hand, which means you can build a trackless train. Like, you could build a car, or a boat, or a plane, and use the invisible tracks so that it looks like it's flying, or driving, or sailing. Yeah, there's a lot of potential with the trains in this mod. Not just actual trains, you can build other vehicles with them as well. Depends how far away from the water you are. We have water here, and we do have water at the factory. We could quite easily sail like around the top here and then back down the left-hand side. Maybe we should have a look at building some boats just for the just for the novelty of it. That's so cool. What the fuck, says Outlaw Dads? Yes, yes. I don't know if you have used them before. You can use phantom membranes to make track. I know phantom membranes are quite expensive to get, but the recipe's quite generous. You get half a stack per phantom membrane, so they're not too expensive. But these tracks, they're like barrier blocks. You can see them when you're holding one in your hand, but as soon as you take it out of your hand, they're completely invisible. So you can build invisible tracks, you can build cars, planes, anything you want, and it'll look just like the real thing. With that being said, though, we are going to finish up for today. Hey, Saul, says T. How are you doing, T? When are you next live? I will tell you in just a moment, Mr. Quavs. Let me just finish up here. My only experience with trains is the one you made on the server. Fair enough, Adler. Yeah, to be fair, I think the Phantom tracks are quite a recent addition. I don't remember having them when we played on the server. Stream is dead, says Serix. Well, the stream is ending in a couple of minutes, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Saul, do you go to the gym? No, I don't, T. No. Okay. Let me just switch over. Okay, Serix, I'm going to mute you now because you keep spamming. Stream is dead, stream is dead. It doesn't matter because the stream is ending now. This is the end of the stream. Okay. There we go, put the music back on. So, first stream of the Jingle Jam for me. I know I'm a bit late to the party. I know Jingle Jam has already been going for a week. But it's great to be a part of it. I'm very, very much looking forward to participating in this event, and I am, as I said earlier, I'm going to be streaming every day this week, so if you would like to support... Sorry, I'm just rearranging my windows right now. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming every day this week. Monday to Sunday. I mean, I guess we've already done Monday. So tomorrow I'm going to be playing Euro Truck. Wednesday is going to be Soma, which we might finish on Wednesday. Thursday is Factorio, Friday is Farming Sim, Saturday is Train Sim, and Sunday is Oddworld Soulstorm, which we will be finishing on Sunday. So every day this week I will be live. Tomorrow, if you are interested, I'm also going to be doing multiplayer Euro Truck. So if you want to join me for a Christmas convoy to help raise money for the Jingle Jam, then you can join the convoy tomorrow in Euro Truck. And before I finish, just to say again, please, please, please do support my Jingle Jam fundraiser if you can. I'm aiming to raise £500 this year for the 8 charities that are participating. If you're on TikTok, there's a link in my bio. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, there's a link in the comments. But any donation is greatly appreciated. If you donate £35, you get the collection, which has 15 games in it. But you don't have to. You can donate as little as £1 if that's all you've got. That's absolutely fine. Every penny helps. I've gone out of focus. But yeah, it's been a good first stream. We've raised £45 so far towards our goal. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. Please donate if you can. Any amount will greatly help the causes that Jingle Jam supports. There's 8 charities. They're all absolutely amazing. They're all doing amazing things. If you want to read more about them, again, you can find those over at Jingle Jam as well. But yeah, the fundraiser will end on Sunday. I'm going to be streaming every day until then. So please, 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 if you can, donate whatever you can. With that being said, that's the end of the stream. So thank you very much, everyone. I will see you tomorrow for Euro Truck. If you have enjoyed, please do follow and subscribe. Join the Discord if you want to talk to me outside of the live streams and get up, keep up to date with when I post and stream. And last but not least, thank you to the Patreons. Quick shout out to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Dan, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Hannah, and Alfie. There's so many names on the board now. I genuinely can't remember all of them off the top of my head. I do have to actually read the board to remind myself. But thank you, everybody over there. If you'd like to get your name on that board, there's a link in my bio. It costs £1 a month. You get access to behind-the-scenes content, as well as a shout-out on stream, and you'll be supporting me in what I do here on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. If you can't become a Patreon, you don't have to, but please, 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 do donate to my fundraiser and help me raise £500 for charity this Christmas. It was fun to hang out. I'll be back to donate tomorrow. Thank you very much, Antler, and thank you everyone on TikTok as well. I've very much enjoyed today. Great stream. We actually got quite a lot done in Minecraft today, and as I say, the £45 we've raised so far was well worth it. So thank you everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for another day of fundraising. We'll be playing some Euro Truck. It will be multiplayer, so if you want to play with me on Euro Truck, join me tomorrow at 5 PM. It's going to be a slightly later stream tomorrow, 5 PM till 8 PM. That's it. I'll see you next time. Bye bye everyone. Thank you very, very much for joining, and I'll see you around.